Hello guys, it's me, Brooke of the Card 2 Girl here once again, and this is going to be a very different video. Yeah, this is going to be a different video from one of my videos. This is going to be a season ranking video, like the only one I was supposed to do for one of my videos, obviously the only one I was I don't know, maybe. Anyhow, Gilmore Girls is one of my favorite shows out there. I started watching it in September of 2022, and finished it up in April of 2023 of last year. And I'm still a big fan of that show. So, other than that, I'm going to be including all seasons of Gilmore Girls from lowest to highest. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Here are my Gilmore Girls season rankings from lowest to highest. Okay, coming up from our lowest list is season 4, which obviously that happens to be the weakest one out of all of them. I am so sorry that you have to hear that, but don't get me wrong, I do not hate that season. I just think it's a good season, to be honest. It has some good, great episodes, but however, the second half later of that is just unnecessarily. When season 4, episode 13 came along, even though that one is still a good episode, well, to be honest, well, there's some enjoyable parts that I do enjoy, like Season 4, Episode 7, where Suki says, "I want to give birth!" that obviously made me laugh. And however, in Season 4, Episode 22, like the season finale, where Lorelai and Luke officially kissed for the first time. So, I absolutely enjoyed that one as well. And obviously, Christopher was completely absent in the season. Like, he is not in a single episode of that season. Well, for the reason for this, I guess he's just too busy with the baby. Like Gigi, I guess. And also, he was replaced by Jason. So, Jason obviously steals the show. However, The Nanny and the Professor, like season 4, episode 10, is obviously my favorite episode of that season. Because I love that one. And now, to the edgier side of it, is like, season 4, episode 3, where Rory finds a guy outside who appears to be Marty, who is lying on the ground naked, passed out. 2 hours. His nudity was mostly shadowed due to the show is like TV PG, so nothing explicit was seen. And also, season 4, episode 17, where Paris kisses Rory at a party. I would swear, that's like the only LGBTQ thing that happened in the episode. Which obviously there's more than that. Like season 4, episode 20, like Luke can see her face, where Luke and Jess go to a strip club for TJ's bachelor party. And yes, I did rewatch that episode. And it's still a great episode, to be honest. I absolutely enjoyed that one. And there's season 4, episode 21, where Liz is having a bachelorette party in Luke's diner, and there's obviously a male stripper. Well, to be honest, at that one, I mostly forgot about that scene. And last but not least, season 4, episode 22, which I already talked about that one, where Kirk runs out of the inn completely naked with a pillow covering his private part, interrupting Lorelai and Luke's first official kiss. And I just didn't say the second half. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the episodes of that season, where there was one episode of that season where Paris kisses an old man. So yeah. Well, I did say the second half of that season isn't unnecessarily. I don't hate it. I still think the second half of that season does have some good and great episodes as of now. So, some episodes of that season could have aired on HBO. LOL. Instead of the WB. Well, just saying. So, obviously, I give this season a 7 out of 10. Good season, however, not my favorite. Alright, coming up next is season 7. Almost everyone can agree that this is probably the worst one out of all of them. Despite it receiving mixed reviews, I would say it's a good season, however, not my favorite. It does have good and great episodes. Obviously, season 7, episode 9, Knit People Knit, is not good. I would say Knit People Knit is the only Gilmore Girls episode I didn't like. Reason? Anna completely ruined it. I've obviously felt bad for Luke and April, but Anna is completely a douchebag. I'm glad that Luke finally stood up to her at the end of the episode. Obviously, there's other ones from that season as well, like Too Much Christopher, Lane getting pregnant with twins, and Lorelai and Luke have split up. Yes, Lorelai and Luke didn't get back together until they had split up in the season 6 finale, which I'll get to that later. They didn't get back together until the series finale, like Bon Voyage. season 7, episode 22. And to be honest, I give that season a 7 out of 10. Same rating as season 4 gets. Next up is A Year in the Life. Obviously, this wasn't a season, it was actually a revival that came out like 9 years after the series finale. That's the main reason why it's included. And I would point this out, that this is actually a great revival. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. It's actually great. It has 4 episodes of that revival that were like an hour long, so it's like a mini-series. And the episode Fall is probably the longest one yet. That episode was like where Lorelai and Luke officially got married at the end. And then Rory tells her mom, Lorelai, that she's pregnant. And to be honest, there's some questions out there to this day, like who the father of Rory's baby was. So I would give this revival an 8 out of 10. Obviously, it was great. And forgot to mention that Richard passed away in this one. So next up from this list is season 3. Absolute great season of the show. I absolutely enjoyed that season in general. And with all its episodes, obviously, like one episode, Here Comes the Sun, there was originally going to be a spin-off that would focus on Jess, but has unfortunately got scrapped. And personally, some scenes of it partially put it into the episode. Obviously, I give the season an 8 out of 10. Same rating as A Year in the Life gets. Coming up next is season 2. The one where Jess was introduced. I absolutely love that season. It's amazing. And obviously, There's the Rub is absolutely my favorite episode from that season. The one where Lorelai and Emily go to a spa. And there's one episode from that season as well where, like, Luke pushes Jess in the lake. Obviously, that was funny. That scene never gets old. I would rate this season a 9 out of 10. Absolutely amazing. Alright, up next is season 6, which is obviously another amazing one. Honestly, the most amazing one yet. I would point this out. The dog Polanka was introduced. Yeah, the dog Polanka. I absolutely loved the dog Polanka. Honestly, other characters were introduced as well, like April, Luke's daughter, and Luke's ex-girlfriend Anna. Once again, I despise Anna. She's a complete douchebag. Fight Face has got to be my favorite episode from that season. Where Lorelai adopts a dog. Yeah, I absolutely love that one. And We've Got Magic to Do is one of my favorites as well. So, yeah. And, the saddest part about it, the only one sad part about it, is that changed forever. Lorelai and Luke's split up. That's right. It happened in the season finale, like the episode partings from season 6, episode 22, where Lorelai and Luke had split up, and Lorelai has to go and sleep with Christopher. I would say her only decision that she has ever done. Like, that was at the end of the episode. I would give this season, obviously, a 9 out of 10. That's an overall. Next up is season 1. Obviously, this is where the Gilmore Girls was first introduced back in 2000, which I was not even born that yet until 2005. So, anyhow, then, absolutely favorite season of all. Season 5 is my favorite, which I'll get to that next. So, yeah, I loved how this season is basically the early stages of Gilmore Girls. And, obviously, the episode Rory's Birthday Parties is absolutely my favorite one. Same thing goes to Kiss and Tell. That's another one of my favorites. So, basically, other than that, I rate this season a 10 out of 10. Probably one of my favorites. Alright, last but not least is season 5. Hands down, best season ever. That actually saved the show after season 4. To be honest, other stuff like from that season is obviously like Emily and Richard had split up, which Richard moves to the pool house. The Logan was introduced and all of that. Lorelai and Luke officially date for the first time. Which, to be honest, speaking of that, Written in the Stars is absolutely my all-time favorite episode from that show. An all-time favorite episode from that season. I absolutely loved that episode so much. Also, I would like to point this out, like the season 5 episode 1, like the first episode of that season, at the beginning of it, like where Rory slept with Dean. Yeah, to be honest about that one. So, I don't know if I should rewatch that episode, to be honest. That's not going to my rewatching list, despite that episode is good. Another thing I would point out as well, like Emily and Richard got back together again in season 5 episode 13. The best thing about this season is obviously Lorelai and Luke's moments. Yeah, I absolutely love Lorelai and Luke together as a couple. That's like my favorite couple of the entire show. I'm always like Team Lorelai and Luke forever. So obviously, I would rate this season 10 out of 10. Absolute my all-time favorite season of the entire show. So that's my Gilmore Girls season ranking from lowest to highest. So question of the day, what is your favorite Gilmore Girls season? Let me know in the comments below. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell for more videos. This is me, Brooklyn the Cartoon Girl, signing off, and peace out.